So, you know, it's one of those deals where, like, memory's free, basically, right? And as long as I've got power, I've got the ability to take as many videos as I want on this camera. And so, of course, I turn off my camera, and then 10 seconds later, the 3 girls on the motorbike came back, laughing, watching me. And then there's a part of me, of course, because of the finite size, certainly, of this village, town. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they saw me at the temple yesterday, celebrating sadly what I forgot that we were celebrating. Because, of course, you know, I'm walking around with stacks of money, basically. So I wonder what they think of that. Oh, I see how it works. Okay, so the meters go all the way down the bottom. I was wondering, like, how do they meter electricity around here? And so basically there's distribution at the top, like with everybody else, but then it comes down and it goes into these meters, and then it goes back up and distributes to the house. So the top 2 are power, and the bottom one is a common ground. Earth ground, I'm assuming. Do you have any idea how disappointed I didn't show up here with a voltmeter? And that's kind of a bummer. Hey, hi. As long as I acknowledge you, you're not going to attack me. The interesting thing about these roosters is, like, so some of them are under the cages, and then the other ones are just like walking around. Hey, and he sounds vicious, doesn't he? Yeah, right. Whatever, dude. I'm so much higher in the food chain than you. And I can totally understand why they don't underground their power lines around here, because of the crazy rains they get. You wouldn't want to do that. That is a very interesting house. I have interest in that house. I don't want to go around it, though, because I don't want to disturb people. But there's a... I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Is he like, dude, you're on my land? Because they seem to lose interest, and they don't chase me. So he's probably just doing a protecting his territory kind of scenario. And I don't think I can get Wi-Fi from that. Would be too far away for Wi-Fi anyway, so I'm sure it's not available. So yeah, so this is all the Malese right here. And pretty cool, actually. And I can't remember what she's decided to do with this. I know that she mentioned that she bought better soil. And so I think that's going to be used for tomatoes. I think she wants to do tomatoes and potatoes right here. So that'll be sort of an interesting thing to do. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is when I get back, I'm going to put this memory stick in the what am I going to put it in? The tab, the Samsung tab, and see if I can view it. I can't really download any apps though, so maybe I can just watch video player. So, but this is really cool. I'm digging it, man. And all that really needs to happen with this house is paint and carpet, right? That's how you, okay, so the whole, like, roosters inside the cage thing, I find that very interesting. Because those roosters are not, some of them are in cages, some of them aren't. And I'm not sure whether that's because they're prepping them for roostering or not. So, the good news is that the dogs don't bark like all day long. So that's very cool. In fact, once I get up there, they're never going to make any noise. Unless, of course, another white guy walks around with a GoPro. Unlikely. So here's the bottom of the house. Oh, I showed this yesterday. So here are these crazy-ass roosters, right? And what I've noticed is these guys, or chickens, I don't really know what the difference is. Are chickens female and roosters male? Is it simple as that? What's this made out of? It looks like it's all concrete. Yeah. Maybe it's concrete with like a metal sleeve or something like that. And then so this is turned off, which indicates to me what? So that's the absolute bottom. That's kind of the base outlets. Or maybe they're inlets. Maybe that's where she gets, maybe that's how she gets the water. I thought she got it from a pump, from a well that's underneath, but I don't know. I got to figure that out. There's a lot of stuff I got to figure out. It's all very interesting. And, you know, to be fair, I didn't have this much luxury at my house in Mexico. I had my water trucked in, I had to have my propane trucked in, and I had to make my own electricity with solar, which is definitely a project that I want to work on. Now, this install of water is interesting to me. Oh, so that's interesting. I'm looking at that pipe right there, which is for the sink. So basically just like sink, like slash gray water, that simply just like flows out here, which is fine. And then the toilet is right there, so I'm not quite sure whether they have sewer or septic from that. But that's an interesting install for, let's see, is that incoming water? It's incoming and outgoing water. And then I believe this is a little makeshift. Oh, you know what? What do you want to bet? This is the top of the this toilet. Yeah, this is the top of the septic tank. I bet. That's cool. And then they just have, I think one of her workers just uses that when he's here. Pretty cool. Hello, roosters. Good morning from Thailand. Live the dream. Because if you're not living the dream, you're doing it wrong. Ciao.